Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Griffenix Nibbler.
And we hope you're having an amazing day today.
And yeah, today we are back with another react, and this time it is Well That Sucks.
Yeah. All these are just gonna suck royally.
Like
this one.
Yeah. Maybe you should just hibernate in your bed forever.
I say,
unless you're allergic to your sheets too.
Being allergic to everything, that just sucks on all different levels. I feel sorry for this person. I really do feel sorry. I mean, the least allergic one he is to is A. But still, yeah, I would just probably lock yourself in your bedroom and just never see the sunlight again.
You're probably allergic to that too.
Or make sure you've got plenty of things to actually combat the...
You need a lot of antihistamines.
Yeah, a lot of antihistamines. That's probably going to help you out.
But I like the doggy tattoo.
Yeah, the doggy tattoo's cute.
At least he's not allergic to tattoos.
No, that is very true. Yeah, I was actually thinking that as well.
This is where your taxes go.
What, to the flood?
Thank you, taxpayers. This is where your taxes go. Construction of flood control. And also down into the flood.
Yeah, construction of flood control wall along the banks of
of the creek. And it's just nope. I'm gonna collapse.
That does proper suck, because at the end of the day, if this is where I lived, and it's flooding, and the sign is literally like in front of it, like it is there. Nah, I would just be I would like nah, I'm not paying anymore. You're not spending my money on this.
That is literally the. Cher will swear you don't put our taxes.
Do you want to show us what a good waste of my money is? This is just a good waste of money.
A damn TV fell while I was trying to help my dad set up an internet router. Life is good.
Ooh, I would.
Okay, LG advertiser with a Hisense telly.
I don't think he was advertising LG. I think he's just saying life's good, as so being sarcastic.
Nope, I've decided.
Considering that TV is a Panasonic. Okay. Okay.
I literally just told you that.
Well, do I ever listen to you?
Huh?
Huh? Huh? Huh? Huh? But no, that does suck. Like, at the end of the day, I hate it when, like, I get a few bad pixels on my ones, or there's like scratch on the screen. That's all I ever see, and
the slightest bit of screen burn.
Yeah, like my main monitor for this setup has got a small scratch on it when I was moving things around, and every single time I look at the screen, that's all I see on it. And it just does my goddamn head in. I'm like, nope, to the right. Nibbler's looking for it, but like.
Can't see anything.
I can see it from here, but yeah.
That bit.
Yeah. It just does my head in royally.
It looks like a smudge. At least they can still see to use the telly.
Well, you see what? Like, you got what?
Use half a picture.
You got about 55% of the TV there. You should be right.
It'll do for a week until you get paid. But yeah, really. Seriously though, get rid of the telly.
I was about to go to bed.
And this is why you don't leave chemical stuff on top of machines that vibrate.
Yeah, but like this, you can tell this is an American one because where it actually is.
Yeah.
I don't understand. This is just, for me, Nibbler living in the UK, I don't understand this as much. But why? I don't know.
Why do they need an entire room just for the wash up?
Yeah.
Dry up.
Or why did they put it in the bathroom?
Yeah, that bit I've never understood.
Yeah.
Like, we don't get plug sockets in our bathrooms. So how the hell? Why would you want a plug socket in the bathroom?
It's just thinking. That does suck as well. At the end of the day, because now you have to sit. Even though how tired you are, you're just gonna have to stand up and get that all clean. And
yeah.
Yeah. Because otherwise,
and hope it's not soaking through the boards.
Yeah, I hope it's not soaking through the boards. And I pray to God that it's not too slippery in the morning when you forget that you have to clean it up.
Although that looks like lino, so the lines could just be
decorative.
Yeah, though it might not actually have anywhere to soak under.
But you want to definitely remember that you had to do this last night because that floor is going to be slippery in the morning. And that's the last thing you need. You're going to look like that puddle. You will look like that puddle.
I swear it looks like someone's already half landed in it.
That's what I was saying. That's what you're going to look like it in the morning. We're going to forget. Oh, yeah, I cleaned this up yesterday. Slip, bang.
Didn't realise I'd knocked over a tin of black tree. Oh my god, a black treacle in my baking cupboard 3 days ago.
Oh, that's... Yeah. Yeah, you might as well. I just want to, like, throw everything out in there.
And that's over here.
Well, how do you know?
Because a lot of the stuff is like Sainsbury's. Like you've got the Sainsbury's, the Asda Free From. You got the Sainsbury's baking powder. You've got Dr. Oetker baking powder.
Trying to say, it doesn't matter where they're from.
Nah.
I'd still to say you
Just
might
empty the cupboard, clean it, and restock.
Yeah, because you're gonna that cupboard's gonna need a good scrub, especially to get that treacle out of it. Especially it's been left in there for 3 days.
Or at this point, you might as well just bin the cupboard and get a new one.
Or you paint the cupboard black.
What, and just leave the treacle?
While you paint over the treacle.
No, because then all the sugars and everything will go mouldy.
I'm taking the mick.
Oh.
I'm not actually going to say leave the treacle on there and paint it black. But if it's stained, because at the end of that, it's treacle. It's been left there for 3 days. Even if you clean it, it could stain it anyway as well. So, you know, once it's clean, just paint it black anyway, because it's probably going to be stained black in places.
Yeah.
First and last time ordering from Grubhub.
I would hit the roof.
Oh, that sucks. Is that Jack in the Box? Because isn't that the star?
I'm not sure.
Or is that Coles Jr.?
I'm not sure.
I'm trying to remember what the thing is, but no, that sucks royally.
Literally, they've just lifted it up and the bottom of the bags just completely fell out.
See, one thing I hate...
They've probably spilt a drink.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. One thing I hate when we order food is that our drinks, they tend... Because I'm lactose intolerant, I normally go for like a Coke or something. And every time we order from like a certain place, I don't want to say the actual name, but that's a bit massive giveaway. They tend to not actually slot it in the holder properly.
I'm loving it.
So every single time we get a drink from there, the one bag's just soaked at the bottom, and we're literally having to like get the drinks out from before we bring it out to bring it in the house. Otherwise, we're gonna have like Coke,
Drips of Coke all through the house.
For the house.
But that is just really unfortunate.
Yeah, it really is. You don't. Honestly, if it was left there and it was like that, then I would be demanding a refund. Oh god, this is the worst.
I guess I'm sleeping in my car until the landlord wakes up.
Yeah. I mean, a good thing you could do, which I've seen a few people do when this happens, is get a glue stick. Not a glue stick. A hot glue...
A hot glue gun.
No, not a hot glue gun, but the tube that you put in the glue gun. Get one of them, heat it up, and then hold it onto the actual part until it sticks onto the key. But even then, you're not getting in the house.
How are they going to get to the glue if they can't get in the house?
But if they're outside, they can easily go to a shop that could sell it. I mean, if you could get the both parts out, then you could go to like a locksmith or... Yeah, or get a key cut and then go from there. But it all depends on how good your landlord is, because, you know, they're awake. They might be asleep for a few days. How some landlords are.
Or weeks.
Yeah.
A quick $350 reminder that our vehicle accepts 8-inch deck boards, but not 10-inch deck boards. Is that foot?
I think... I'm not too sure.
I think that's foot, because isn't inch 2 line?
I think it is. But either way, if it was 8-inch, you wouldn't... I'm pretty sure 8 inches is not going to be the size of that car, babe.
No!
So, use logic there. But even then, that sucks. I mean, you should have been paying more attention anyway. But that sucks.
And also, why do you not have someone to help guide you get it into the car, even if it's someone that works in the shop?
To be fair, I can't really say much about this because me and my dad fitted a bloody you'll find this hilarious. Me and my dad fitted, I think it was a fence panel in, you know, his Ford Fiesta. We fitted a small. No, it was a door. It was a gate door. We fitted a gated door in the Ford Fiesta, and listen, the back wasn't open. The back of the door was on. The boot was open. The back seats was laid down, and I was sitting on the actual top part of the board, holding onto the door and holding onto the straps that we had finger. So I can understand that you know you're out, you need to get the parts done, but seriously, like, it does suck like crazy.
And I'm sorry, but you know your car. 2 foot is a big difference.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to fitting something in a car.
I say, if you ain't got a car that's wide enough, don't try going over what it's meant to do. It's just gonna be a recipe for disaster.
And this is a prime example. Oh.
Yeah, now this I would hate to clean up as well. 2 stacked cups tipped over and one completely exploded. No evidence of it other than the ice-looking shards. The bottom cup is still practically intact.
I'm sorry, but especially if you have kids, seeing as you've got 2 kid speakers next to it, why the hell are you stacking glasses on your side?
I'm not going to deny it's a pretty thing that I would probably do. Out of habit, not like...
Yeah, but you wouldn't... Like, that sink looks empty. You'd put the glasses in the sink.
Oh, yeah, no. I would put the glasses in the sink. I'm just saying, like, out of habit, I would probably stack glasses.
Yeah, well, that's from being a glass collector and working in pubs. That I don't mind.
But we don't know what their backstory is. They might be a glass collector and they might have just done it. They might not even have kids. They might just be weird looking cups that they're just drinking out of. But either way.
No, that is definitely a kid speaker.
Okay. Either way though, that sucks, and I feel sorry for you having to clean it up and wear gloves.
Glass for weeks.
Wear gloves, because that shit is horrible. I have had to clean up many a glass like that, and it sucks. It really does.
But on the plus side, it's next to the sink, so once they've picked up like all the really big bits, they can just wipe it all the side down into the sink.
No. No.
Why?
Why would you wipe something? Why would you put glass into a container part where you can't wash the glass out? And if you don't, if there's any leftover glass in there, and you're putting water in there, you'll do washing up. You're gonna slice your hand open.
Well, no, because you're picking all the big bits up, and then there's only the tiny little specks that are left when you wipe it into the sink.
Have you ever been cut by them tiny specks?
Yeah.
They suck.
They do, but they will go down a damn plug hole.
Not always. And it depends on what sort of sink they've got. Honestly, best thing to do is to get the glass out of the sink, get a dustpan and brush, put it underneath it, and sweep it into there.
Yes, do the whole dustpan and brush thing. And then, what are you going to do when you wipe the side down? Wipe it into the sink. Spilled my water bottle on myself at the airport.
That sucks where you spilled it.
That is just unfortunate
That is
placement.
so unfortunate. Like, I would hate to have that happen.
But on the plus side, you're in an airport.
Yeah.
So chances are you've got spare clothes.
Yeah, chances are you got spare clothes. Unless...
You've already checked your bags in.
Unless you checked your bags in.
Yeah, but this guy next to him's got a suitcase. So he's probably got a suitcase somewhere.
Okay, but what if he's only like an hour like trip or something like that? And he's only taking a short flight or something?
I don't understand that purpose.
You don't understand that purpose, but what if he's taking a short flight or something and hasn't got spare clothes?
Well, then...
Sucks to be him.
Yeah. Literally,
It
just
sucks.
suffer.
Yeah.
Suffer and suck it up.
Tell you what, best thing you can do is go to the bathroom.
Use the hand dryer.
And use the hand dryer, yeah. You can look like a very strange person, but...
Stood in the bathroom in your pants, just drying your jeans under the hand dryer. But it's gonna look a lot better doing that than walking around like this.
Yeah.
I can tell, I know, right, wasn't loved as a child. Who loves you as an adult?
That's just
mean.
That's mean. And as it says at the top, hit the nail on the hit on the nail there. But that's very cruel.
That is very, very cruel.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a hell of a comeback. That is just a hell of a comeback. That's like a comeback that I would probably say, to be honest.
I mean, fair play if they thought of that, like, spur of the moment on the spot. But
no,
it's still mean.
That's quite mean, but like that's probably
That's
like
a you thing.
That's a comeback that I would probably say that would be. I mean, I actually think I've said something like that to somebody before. Anyway,
Probably.
What I deserved a little takeout coffee. My cat disagreed.
Why do people still insist on putting things down where cats are gonna knock them off? Seriously, we all know. Oh, I'm a cat. I see something. Mac.
Not always. Some cats just do it very rarely. Other cats do quite often.
Yeah, but you're gonna know your cat.
You know, a small little fun fact, yeah? Of all the cats my family has ever owned, yeah? None of them have ever actually done this. None of them have actually knocked things off the side. They've knocked things off the side when moving around.
Yeah, but not intentionally.
And not intentionally. But like, we've never had a cat that's purposely knocked things over. And we've had some demon cats. We've had cats fighting foxes and stuff like that. And yeah. But no, like that sucks.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure they know their cat.
Oh yeah.
They know better than to leave a cup of boiling hot coffee on the side.
Well, yeah, that does suck. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. I've been Griff.
And I've been Nibbler.
We do 2 videos every single day, so come back daily for new videos and new content. And as always, we hope you amazing people have an amazing day today.
And we hope to see you guys in the next video.
And don't forget to have a great day. Bye-bye.